Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Card Anthology. My name is Coach, and today on this episode of Card Anthology, we are bringing back a special guest who started off the Urza block in this series. Our special guest is none other than John Dunning from the channel They Said We Said and the host of The Hive Mind. The Hive Mind is the show where you can listen to your favorite players and your favorite MTG content creators. So make sure you check out and subscribe to the channel after watching this video. So without further delay, John, the video is all yours.
Thanks, Coach. John here from They Said We Said, back again for the Card Anthology series. This is the last set in Urza's Saga block, so let's go out in style. In a world where the protagonist of the story claps an entire realm full of angels just to charge a battery. Urza the Planeswalker, that was shoehorned into the Weatherlight Saga despite backlash from the creators of the story. Urza's Destiny.
Cut the tape.
John, dude, what are you doing? This isn't an outro trailer for a movie. Talk about the actual set. Follow the cue cards that we gave you.
Sorry, man. I got carried away. Urza's Destiny was the third and final installment of the Urza Saga block, codenamed Chimichanga, and released June 7th, 1999. Other than Richard Garfield-only led design of Arabian Nights, Urza's Destiny was the only other expansion set designed by only one person, Mark Rosewater. Mike Elliott, William Jockish, Charlie Catino, Paul Peterson, Bill Rose, and Henry Stern acted as the development team on this set. The expansion symbol was an Erlenmeyer flask representing the experimentation Urza was up to. Urza's Destiny included 143 cards in total, 55 commons, 44 uncommons, and 44 rares, which a sealed box these days would run you upwards of $300. There were two returning name mechanics in this set, which included cycling and echo. There were a couple of unique cycles in the set also. The growing auras with cards like archery training, which allowed your creature to become more powerful over time. The lobotomy cycle, featured on cards such as Scour, that would allow you to remove certain card types from the game. There is the uncommon Seer Creature cycle, the Sense spells, which allow the spell to grow depending on how many on-color cards you revealed from your hand, as shown on Scent of Nightshade. This was the first expansion set where R&D removed the word summon and replaced it with creature. This set still produced some pretty powerful cards, so let's dive into those. Academy Rector. When this card died, you could search your library for any enchantment card and put it onto the battlefield. A very powerful card that Mark Rosewater admitted was too cheaply costed. Attrition, a powerful control piece at the time, this card still to this day sees extensive play in graveyard-based commander decks. Bloodshot Cyclops. With the heavy things dying matters theme in this set, this was an enabler card to be used to sacrifice creatures to get those death triggers. Bubbling Beebles was the companion creature card to Bouncing Beebles. This cute and cuddly bunch is unblockable if your opponent controlled an enchantment. Body Snatcher, which allowed you to discard a creature card from your hand when you played Body Snatcher. When this creature dies, you would remove it from the game and return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. Yikes! Brass Secretary, Morrow's twist on the cycling mechanic, a creature that you could cycle from play. Donate, a wacky card at first glance, but is extremely powerful given the right pieces built around it. Looking at you again, Zedru. Emperor Crocodile, at the time considered to be undercosted, but underwhelming by today's creature standards. Metalworker, an unassuming looking artifact creature that wound up being banned in Commander until recently unbanned in 2016, for being a very, very efficient mana accelerator. Opposition, a very scary control piece that would allow you to tap a creature you control to tap down a creature, artifact, or land your opponent controls. This card also featured the art of Baron, Hannah's father, and Urza's falling out. How about cards like Plow Under, one of the most unfun and feel-bad cards ever printed? You think people hate land destruction? How about messing up the next two draw phases by putting lands on top of their library? Raphelos, Llanowar Emissary, an insanely powerful mana acceleration elf legend that was finally banned in the Commander format. There is Treachery, another returning free spell card, this one being a free control magic, and Yawgmoth's Bargain, arguably one of the most broken cards ever printed. This card allowed you to draw cards for life payments, and has been banned in every format with the exception of Vintage, where it has been restricted. So guys, I think Coach just left to go feed Nick some tasty snackies, so I'm gonna show you some more cards in that cool voice again. Starring Mugger of Mojo. Art that looks out of place in this set. Brain Fart. How is this a name? How is this a rare? Making Coffee. Now you see me. Now you see me again. Rocky Balboa. The Fisher King. Xenomorph from Alien 3. Alien from Starship Troopers. Where the Wild Things Are. Old Man, Watch Those Hands. Tauntaun. I am Groot. This is your Karn on Spikes. And Yavimaya Hollow. I forgot this card was in this set. Urza's Destiny. Not as broken as the rest of the block.
So that's all for this episode of Urza's Destiny. Hopefully John could quit the movie trailer shenanigans and help me find Nick, aka Tasty Snackies. He has escaped his quarters with the help of the infamous Kevin from Rogue Deck Builder. As they were being chased by me, Nick was shouting, "I'm free," and was yelling other stuff to Kevin about a playmat and some peanut butter as they were running. I don't know what kind of thought process goes through the man's head. Anyway, if you see Tasty Snackies, we need him recaptured in time for the Unhinged episode. So make sure you tweet to him at Tasty Snackies with the hashtag Unhinged to see if it'll convince him to come back to the quarters. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode of Card Anthology, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and leave a comment for us to see. Follow us on Twitter at @TheCardBazaarCC, along with liking us on Facebook, as well as the MTG Amino app. Our next episode will be over Mercadian Mask, so be on the lookout for that episode. This is Coach signing out, and we'll see you guys next time.